Welcome everyone to episode 2 of the XGP cast. But let me introduce myself first. I am Pita Bread, and let's get this episode started. Woohoo! So, yeah, I just got finished watching 10 for the Chairman. I forgot which episode it was, like episode 12 or 13. I don't know. Let's check right now, because I have, conveniently, my computer monitor right in front of me. Let's see. YouTube, Video Manager, and where's history? Search history. Here we go. Not search history. Where the heck is it? Likes, whatever. I just liked it. Episode 13. Sorry. I think yesterday I commented on how I watched like 20 something odd episodes of this 10 for the Chairman. I was mainly referring to the other show they have. The I don't even know what that is called. The frickin' I don't know. Oh my gosh. Wingman's Hangar. Oh yeah. So that was the show I was referring to, even though I haven't watched 20 something odd episodes. Probably like 11 or 12 episodes of Wingman's Hangar, and I've been keeping up to date with all of 10 for the Chairman. Anyway, let's get started, because today was interesting. I didn't think it was as interesting as last week, but I thought it was still a good week. So let's get this started. And I'm using my older headset, which has a better microphone than my wireless one that I was using last week. So yeah, let's get started. So basically, what we going on here is the first question. Let's see. And again, some of these I'm typing word for word out with this, what one of the backers, asked. And then some of these I just type like an entire freaking page out in like 3 words. Sometimes I do that with these. Like this one. First question is, in the dogfighting module, where is our hangar located? I was about to say, where is our whole hangar located? Anyway. Basically, Chris Roberts went on to say that, basically our hangar, or the hangar module, is fake. It's pretty much a virtual simulation. And that where, I guess, with all the other modules that's going to come out, like the dogfighting module later on, I guess we're just gonna fly out somewhere. I don't know what. He didn't really go into that, and then he said we're just gonna fly and fight people, and then after that we're gonna fly back in our hangar, in the hangar module, and then there's not gonna be any scratches on our ships because it's designed to just be a simulation for us to practice or just test out the game, do whatever with our friends, whatever. So you can get used to it by the time the game comes out, pretty much. So the hangar module, or the hangar your ship is on, or ships, it's completely fake, which I thought was kind of sad, but I mean, it makes sense, I guess, what he was trying to explain. But next question, let's go on. Oculus Rift support. I kind of reworded this a tiny bit, but basically it's giving off the same wording. Anyway, will man time be given to technologies like Track IR, and Cast AR? Will basic head tracking functions be available to the dogfighting module? Forgive me, but I don't really know a whole lot about the Track IR and Cast AR technologies, but I mean, I hear they're pretty similar to the dogfighting module. Oculus Rift support. They're similar to Oculus Rift. So with Oculus Rift, basically they're still working on the head movements or the head tracking, but apparently in the past they already confirmed that they're going to be working with Track IR. They already have that confirmed, but they don't know too much about Cast AR. That's a maybe. It's in the works, maybe-ish. So yeah, they're working on that crap right now. Which, in the end, I don't know. I may not be getting into Oculus for support. It has to do with just how immersed I really want to be with this game, which will, well, for me it'll take a lot to really get me want to be that immersed. I don't know if you all are the same with that, but comment below and just kind of just let me know how immersed you actually really want to be in a game, if that makes sense. Because I've never really cared about Oculus Rift, me personally. I have this beautiful monitor in front of me. It's so vivid, and then 4K monitors and TVs are coming out, and it's like, come on now. It's like, you get this nice LED TV, and then 4K. It's like, and then 8K is probably going to be 2 or 3 years down the road. You can never win. Anyway, next question. What do you see the end game to be for the industry side of the game? I thought this was kind of interesting because I myself, I'm going to be more industrial related. I'll be kind of someone who's going to be trading a lot, and I'll be going around, not necessarily exploring, but I'll be responding to pilots who are kind of wrecked out in space, or they can't do anything, they need support or aid. That'll be me. So it's all of that kind of, I guess you could say, revolves around the industry side of the game. Chris Roberts went on to say how he hopes there really is no end game to Star Citizen, which then he compared EVE Online to it, which I agree, because EVE is like one of those games, there's never like an end game patch or anything like World of Warcraft. It's not in the game at all. That's not like in the game's vernacular, I guess you could say. So, but then he went on to say, like, if you want to build up businesses and industries, you need to build, proper production materials, or like, you can buy production nodes and hire other people to manage your resources. And he went on just to say that how that stuff is more high level game, I guess you could say. That's what he said, but yeah, he said when you're just getting that high into the whole power aspect, I guess, of owning your own business and stuff like that, it's more of high level stuff. I don't know, something like that. I kind of see where he's going with it, but it's something not for a beginner or amateur or intermediate player. Wow. I'm gonna go to bed. Even though it's 9:29 p.m. So next question. I'm going through these fast because I usually do these earlier, like around 7, and it's later, and I don't want to be up forever editing this. What is wrong with my voice today? I'm like having all these speech impediments, which I don't usually have. Maybe it's because I'm nervous. No, I'm not nervous. Anyway, next question is aggression status. I thought this was interesting. Basically, this person asked if like you can change colors for like friendly people or people in your organization, or pirates, like being red for pirate or green for friendly or yellow for corporation, whatever. I don't think he went really much into that part of the game where like you can change colors. maybe I just wasn't paying attention too much, but I thought it was cool how he went on to say how the game tracks all relationships in the actual game with your organization or without an organization. I mean, you're gonna have multiple organizations, but it, like, out of all the organizations, it really tracks the enemies around you, who could be friendly or an enemy to the organization or yourself, whatever. It'll track it for you. So I thought that was cool. And as an organization leader, you can also set who you like or don't like. So that I thought was neat. Some of these questions on here I wasn't too interested in, but I just went on to put them down. Will the Mustang or other ships not yet be available for pledges be made so before the alpha? That was exactly how this person worded it. I don't really put their names out on my vlogs or the XGP cast here, because I don't want to have people coming back to my channel and being like, my gosh, what are you doing? Calling me out like that, blah blah blah. Even though I have no subscribers, but again, I'm just doing this for myself and entertainment of others if people do watch this. So I mean, I thought this is kind of interesting. Like, he kind of laid out how they are and the progress of building all the ships they announced, and they will be available before the game is released, but most likely not before the dogfighting module to actually purchase or give your pledge to. So, like, whatever, makes sense. Next question. Let's see, this person asked, if I happen to come across some cargo that has fallen off the back of a freelancer, is it fair to any who can pick it up, or is it considered stolen? And will stolen merchandise be automatically identifiable by authorities and other players? I like this short answer. He just said, still in debate about that. So it's like, whatever. And then he went on to just to say how they're going to the phase now, how they're trying to see what the cargo size is going to be for all these different cargo bays and whatnot. So I'm like, okay. I mean, to me, it's not really. I don't really look at very tiny parts of games like that, where it's like, it's like in this 10 by 12 foot container, like, how much of cubic space or just whatever, how much can I fit in here? It's like just I'm sure there will be a graph in the actual game, kind of like an EVE Online or or WoW, basically. Well, it'll be very obvious how much left you have in your container or cargo to store. That's all I need, is a little line or just some kind of graph that tells me, like, oh, you're almost done, or you're almost full in your cargo. You have to kind of empty this or put them somewhere else or in your bank. Anyway, next question. I think there's a few more. In regards to the star maps, I think this is cool. Will organizations be able to apply their own markets and notations on the star map, so that all or selected members or the organization can share information such as resources and nodes and troops movements, etc. So basically how he put it is, if you fly to a lot of these areas, or if you explore, like for example, you can fly to an asteroid belt, and usually that might not show up on someone's star map. You can tell that to a friend or any person in your organization. And like, for instance, if this asteroid belt had a lot of neat minerals associated with it, you can just tell your organization and be like, hey, let's all mine here. There's like tons of amazing stuff here to mine. You can just put it on the star maps for your organization members or just the miners or whatever in the organization, and only you guys would know about it and no one else. So I thought this was pretty cool. Next question. I didn't really care much about this because, I mean, me interacting with my organization it's just so off in the distance, and I'm already with a very famous organization, probably one of the most famous out there. Sorry, my phone. But as much or as how cool they are, I don't really care so much now about getting on Vent or Ventura, like TeamSpeak and being like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" and spending all nighters with them, just talking about the game or whatever. Um, but anyway, someone asked about if there's going to be any plans for the organization patch 2.0. Really, I guess they're implementing multiple organizations is a must. That's what Chris Roberts said. They basically, in the game, there will be a prime organization, and then others will be affiliates of that organization. So if you're in one little organization and you're trying to join a main one or some other one, the main guy from that organization can deny you because he doesn't like this other organization or something along those lines. So I think mainly what he said there is more for when the actual game comes out. I don't know if all that will be implemented into 2.0, but we'll see what happens. Now for instancing, someone asked, basically how you'll be matched up in instancing. So basically he went on to say is pretty much people on your friends list or organizations or just someone you look to someone as someone you trust, they're pretty much going to be a part of your matchmaking. The system tries to put people together that you know and can work well with. So for people who want more just PvE or PvP, there's other parts of the games or other areas where that'll, you can definitely take advantage of that. So it's not like World of Warcraft where you're on a PvP server and trying to level. You like PvP, but only at the high level. You're leveling, and then at level 30, you're like, oh, I'm getting ganked all the time. So that's no fun. So I like that he went on to go into that a little bit. This one I really don't care about, but I put it in anyway. PC touchscreen support, not including tablet. He went on to say not really. And I think this is more of a Windows 8 question anyway. Chris Roberts, he went on to just explain how they're mainly building this game up from the Windows 7 engine or operating system. They don't really care about Windows 8 at all, which I applaud because I need to get rid of this operating system now. And I guess they might consider it in the future, but really I guess there's no works in it now, so I'm like, okay, whatever. So I think that really concludes this episode. So yeah, if you guys want to check out my last vlog or XGP cast episode 1, you're more than welcome to. And leave comments. Again, contact me if you want to be a part of these vlogs, especially if you're interested in a Star Citizen. So it would be a little bit more entertaining, I guess, or just maybe a little bit more informal if there was another person just talking with me on this show. Well, I call it show. It's like episode 2. There's no one following me, but that's okay because I'll keep doing this, and I like making videos and just entertaining others if people actually watch this, like I said, but it's whatever. Anyway, comment below, tell me if you liked it, if you didn't like it, tell me what I should change. Contact me if you want to get involved. But anyway, I will catch you guys later, and this is Pita Bread signing out.